y'all. How you doing? It's good to see you. My eyes are a little irritated today, so please be understanding. I'm going to be drinking some cocoa from now on. I think I'm going to get rid of coffee. No. You know, coffee is bad to come off of. I remember when I tried to quit smoking, the Lord actually delivered me. That's a story in itself, because I smoked when I was in my 20s, or late 20s, early 30s. And I had asked the Lord every day to help me quit. And one day I just quit. It was the weirdest thing. I just sat at my desk at work and said, I've quit smoking. And I know I did nothing at all. And for people who are like, Beth, I've tried everything. I don't know why he did that for me. Maybe it's what I needed at the time. I don't know. But I know that it was him and not me. And I've had other things to deal with in life since then that I'm like, Lord, could you just take that away? But I really do believe that he will. If we fully submit ourselves and we can show that it is his might and not our might that makes it happen. So anyway, I don't know what else to say besides that. That's just how it happened for me. But anyway, that was nothing compared to quitting drinking coffee. I had the sweats. I was spacey than usual, but I had the shakes. I had migraine level headaches. It was just awful. It was just awful. So now I make sure that I only have a cup or two in the morning, and that's it for the day. I don't know if you noticed, these are little. So I'm trying to switch over to cocoa as well. It has some caffeine, but not as much as coffee or tea. So, but it has more calories. I need someone who once just drank warm water, and I think that it was kind of tricking the brain into saying, I know I'm like squinting at y'all. My eyes are so sensitive. Anyway, tricking the brain into saying I am having a warm beverage, but it's not a bad one. So just warm water. He didn't even ask for tea bags or anything. Anyway, so I just used my Chanel eyelash curler, which, by the way, it does have that little bitty ridge I told you I don't really like. It's just not as pronounced as some. My favorite is the CoverGirl one. Anyway, and then I've been trying to figure out what's wrong with my eyes. Again, you guys have walked through this with me before. And remember, I thought it was Lash Blast. Then I thought it was my Chanel Inimitable. Then I thought it was Push-Up Drama. And yesterday I wore Push-Up Drama, and it did bother me again. So today I'm trying Definiseals. Am I saying that right? It's Lancome's waterproof. And I do like this product a lot, by the way, you guys. This would be a good second follow-up to my Chanel Inimitable. Also, when I went by the drugstore today to pick up a couple of things, I tried this hairspray. This is pretty because it's in rose gold. Everybody's switching stuff to rose gold because they know that the market is flooded with young ladies like never before, and that is because of YouTube, in my opinion. You never used to see so many sets of lashes and so many different kinds of makeup. I mean, you had a few, but now it's like overwhelming. Kits, everything you could think of, and polishes, and that it was just never this much. And I swear, I think it is because of YouTube. But I think also the whole trend of everything going rose gold is because of YouTube gals that love rose gold. Anyway, so this is the Nexxus Maximum Extraordinary Hold Finishing Mist. It is professional level, and you can get it at the drugstore. But I love Nexxus products, so I've tried it today, and I do like it. It's touchable, but it is seeming to give me some pretty decent coverage, so you guys may want to try that. There's also a light hold, but I think, what's the point? I want it to hold, or I wouldn't put hairspray in. I don't know. It's nice to have a finishing spray, just to lightly hold. So anyway, a couple of you Southern subbies had mentioned two things to me, both how to build a brow and how to get rid of bags. So I'm going to deal with bags first. There's a couple of things that from what I understand, cause bags. Now, it can be genetic. It can be, people say, a lack of sleep, but it's not really that. It is not a lack of moisture. So when people add moisture, it actually can make them more puffy. One of the worst things that you can eat in life is salt. And it's for so many reasons. For one thing, sodium's added to most all of our food, so you're getting too much salt when you add salt. And it just takes away your hydration. It makes you swell the water that you do have. And there's just parts of your body that are low in sodium and water will find its way to those places. And so, what am I trying to say here? Because I'm not a doctor. I don't want to over sound like I know what I'm talking about. The area around your eyes is an area that, if you just have like a dinner loaded with salt, you are really going to have puffy eyes the next morning, because the water will find its way to places where there is low salt. And this is such a thin area of tissue. But anyway, another thing that is just really not great for your eyes at all, and I know people are not going to like me saying this, but alcohol. Alcohol is another one that just dries your body out of water. So even if you just like have a glass of wine a night, by the way, just a glass of wine a night, or a beer or a shot of whiskey, whatever you do that has alcohol in it, any kind at all, there's like, an ounce of a shot, or like an ounce of liquor to a glass of wine to a bottle of beer, whatever it is, it's really, people say it's not the same. It is the same as far as it is not great for you. It's not great for about anything about you. It's really bad for your stomach and your liver and your sugar levels and just everything. But y'all, it also just drains you of water. And you'll notice, have you ever noticed a plant that doesn't have water, it starts drooping over, and you give it water and it will actually stand it back up? That's the power of water. And it's just when you are low on water, it does make you also feel weaker. So, what was I going to say? Just go easy on the alcohol if you drink, and certainly never drive. But it just pulls all the water out of your skin, and you've already got really delicate skin right here. It's very, very thin. And if you do drink, just always make sure that you drink as much water as you do. Like drink a whole glass of water if you have a beer or something like that. Because for one thing, it helps flush it out of your system. It's actually a toxin. So, it also can rehydrate, because there's no hydration from the outside that's going to work. It's got to be inside. And so, anyway, it pulls the water out of your skin. They have booze in it. Another thing is, be sure and take your makeup off before you go to bed. For one thing, it can make your eyes water, and that causes them to get puffy. Have you ever noticed that after you cry, you have puffy eyes, or after you've really itched your eyes the next day, and if you put like a warm compress on it, you have puffy eyes? Because it's actually putting water back into that area, which causes it to swell. Sometimes if you sleep to one side or the other, that eye will have more puffiness just from pure gravity. Believe it or not, if you flush your sinuses, like people who do saline washes, or what is it called, the neti pot, where you pour salt water into one nostril and let it drain out of the other. I know that sounds so weird, but your tear ducts and your nostrils and ears, all of this is connected. So hydrating it cleanses it, and it helps it not be so dried out. Also, trying to manage your allergies. Anything that causes you to have a runny nose can also cause you to have puffy eyes. Contacts. Obviously, if you have contacts, like I'm having this problem, I think the dailies is going to be the answer for me, and probably for most people, because they're not great. It's not great to put anything on your actual eyeball, and especially when it holds protein on. If you don't have it, there's so many systems to washing your contacts. So that's one. Also protecting your eyes from UV rays. So wearing sunscreen on your face, on your eyes, and certainly under your cheeks and your nose, because that's reflective. I know you don't think it is, but it is. And then also just sunglasses. For heaven's sakes, don't smoke. If you do smoke, if you want to talk to me about it, let me know. But I told you that the Lord actually quit me. I didn't even do it. And but it's so bad for your skin, your heart, your lungs, everything about you. It's your hair, everything about it. And it's not good for other people, because secondhand smoke. But one of the best cool downs that you can do on your eyes to get the puffiness to go away is cucumbers. It's because you put them in the fridge and they're really cold. And some people say try tea bags because of the caffeine, but tea stains. I don't know who in the world would have ever said that. If you've ever looked inside a tea jug that you use, you know, they always talk about making sure that you use the same one over and over because it kind of, well, what it does is what do they talk about? Not savors it, that blah, 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 blah. I can't think of my word. But anyway, obviously, when you look at that, it will have tea stains, so I would never use tea bags. But cucumbers are great. Anything that cools down the tissue. Also, you can consider an eye cream, but a lot of them weight down the area and cause the wrinkles to be even more set. So it really has to be a light one. Just do not use, by the way, hemorrhoid cream. A lot of people suggest that, and it can really irritate the skin around your eyes. Do not do that. Try retinol eye cream instead. Some people have to be very careful of ingredients inside their cosmetics, so just you'll have to experiment. Also, you know, using a concealer does help, but only like dot it on and just keep dotting it. Don't rub back and forth. I have been doing that, and I do feel like that may be a boo-boo. Just because this is so sensitive, it will eventually probably be fine, but just dotting it in, just for one thing, it helps it pat in and give it more of an airbrush look, but also I do think it helps not be so pulled and it dries it out. The other thing I was going to tell y'all is the Bobbi Brown Extra Repair Moisture Cream. And it's not her eye cream. It's her Extra Repair Moisture Cream. I put my nail in backwards like that. Put it on. And I'm going to do it right now because I have puffy eyes. And this is fixing to go. But I do, because it's so slickety, I do like that. Get it on real good and then I pat it out. And within about 5